girl. I never found the book I was looking for, but I did go on a journey and find some gold. Now I'd like to share the treasure. Disappointing wank. All great stories start with an inciting incident, an experience that catapults the hero onto a journey of discovery they will never forget. Mine starts with me having a wank to internet porn. It's not quite Dorothy and Toto running away from home in The Wizard of Oz, is it? I'll set the scene. It was 9:30 at night. I'd drunk 2 pints of strong European lager and a cheeky half in a pub beforehand, and was now sitting fully clothed on an unmade bed, trying to find something on the internet that turned me on. This wasn't a particularly unusual situation for me. I'd been using, watching, waiting for porn to buffer for years. If you're feeling horny, then you turn to porn. Was something I'd learned, not from my mother or the convent school I went to, from the culture I lived in. There's loads of people having sex on the internet for your viewing pleasure, I had been told, in subtle and not so subtle ways. Joey and Chandler from Friends watched it, Samantha from Sex and the City watched it, Alan Partridge watched it. Everyone was at it. Porn was mainstream every day. I'd never really questioned it or thought about it, it was just what was. Looking back, although I'd used it, I wasn't exactly a fan of it. Mainly because one thing that my internet porn fiddles had always done was, no, not facilitate an orgasm. One thing that my internet fiddles had pretty much always done was make me feel horrible afterwards. Yes, it was weird, but every time I masturbated to porn, I'd always feel a little bit ashamed, a little bit sad, a little bit, oh, I don't really like myself now, after. I remember discussing this with a bloke who used porn a lot. How do you feel afterwards? Oh yeah, really terrible and worthless, he'd replied. My behaviour post-internet wank supported this. I didn't throw open my window like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music and sing, "I've just had a wank to porn." I didn't post a Facebook status update informing my friends and family. I didn't tweet, "Just had a wank to porn, smiley face #wanking." I deleted my computer's history. I washed my hands, and I lied to my mother about what I'd been doing if she called. Finding something that I liked on these sites could be pretty laborious. What tends to arouse me is people, and especially women, really enjoying themselves. People I sense are acting pleasure doesn't do it for me. Neither does straight-to-penetration sex, or 14-minute blowjob prior to penetration sex. So it would generally take me a while to find something that aroused me. It's like normal shopping, where you see lots of bits you definitely don't want before you find that which you like. In the world of online porn, that means you see a lot of stuff. That night, I saw an image of a girl, and I say girl because she looked like a girl, a beautiful blonde teenager, with a man's penis squirting semen into her face. This is not unfamiliar in online porn. It wasn't the act that jolted me, I was used to that. It was how young the girl looked. I found myself wincing at the screen, hoping she was okay. I cleared my computer's history and I sat there cogitating. I thought about the girl, and then I thought about myself. Now, you might well be sighing at me. Whoa there, the woman's bound to be fine. She just looked young. You had a disappointing wank, no need to write a book about it. But it got me thinking. And as I sat there mulling all this over, I was typing bits and pieces into Google. Good sex, great sex. Everything led me back to the same free sites, these garish cornucopias. The Epiphany. Now, I didn't have children at the time, but I had 4 nieces, amazing young women, and I thought about my youngest niece, curious about her sexual awakening, doing the same Google searches I was doing, getting the same porn sites over and over, and it made me feel a bit sad. This was the sex we were giving our young women and men, and there didn't seem to be any clear alternative, or at least, if there was, it wasn't very easy to find. When I thought about my nieces, these young women I loved, I wished somehow that the sex being presented to them was different. But what was the sort of sex I wanted for them? I wasn't sure, but I wanted it to be more respectful. I didn't want them to have to pretend to enjoy getting semen in their faces if they didn't like it, or to be forced to gag on it.